right, welcome. So I have Jen here with me, and this is a short tutorial that we're going to do on how to do Chaturanga properly to upward facing dog. And this is a transition that you probably do 10, 20, 30, 40 times in a vinyasa class, depending on who your teacher is. And it's one of the transitions that's most often done wrong and leads to rotator cuff injury of the shoulder. So Jen is going to demonstrate how to do it wrong, and then we'll talk about how to do it right. So Jen, please come to plank pose for me. All right. And first I want you to exaggerate the wrong way to do Chaturanga. Shift your weight forward, lower down, and then swoop through, come all the way up into upward facing dog, and then come back to, let's go to child's pose. We'll slow that down a little bit this time. Okay, come back to plank pose. Shift your weight forward, lower halfway down, hold there, and then let your shoulders swoop really low to come forward to upward facing dog. Right, so you notice how her shoulders went below her elbows there, and that's what's going to put the position, the shoulder at risk. So, did you feeling any pain?
I'm good.
Good. All right. We only did that once, so we're safe. Just keep in mind that this is something you do multiple times a class, multiple times a week, and that starts to add up over time. So go ahead and come back to plank pose. And shift forward. Good. And from plank pose, you want to keep the thighs lifted. And we'll keep the back of the body nice and long by firming the belly button in, lifting the back ribs up, and then find a long spine, widen collarbones. So this first one, we're going to have her shift forward and lower her knees down. Lift your feet up. So we'll have a little bit more strength to play and to explore into this Chaturanga with the knees down. Shift your weight forward. And pause, shift forward a little more, so let your shoulders come a few inches past your fingertips, and then from there bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows in by your ribs, lower halfway down. Good. And so stop and take a look here and notice, are my shoulders in line with my elbows or a little bit higher, and hers ours, and then you're going to press straight back up to plank pose and rest back in child's pose. Good. We'll do 4 more like that. Shift forward, knees stay down. Firm your belly button in, core strong, lower halfway down, shoulders in line with the elbows or above, and then press straight up, plank pose, inhale, exhale, press back. Good. 3 more, inhale, press forward, shift your weight forward, shoulders past the fingertips, lower halfway down, inhale, and then exhale, press back up. And let's just do 2 more right here. Bend your elbows, inhale, halfway down, and exhale up. Last one, inhale, halfway down, and exhale up. Good work. Yeah, and so doing Chaturanga right, even on the knees, takes a lot of arm strength. And as a teacher, I would much rather see you come to your knees in class, do those Chaturangas really strong, and then maybe skip the rest of the 10 or 20 for the rest of the class versus doing them really sloppily and risking your shoulder muscles. All right, are you okay to do some more with the knees lifted?
Yeah.
Let's just do a couple this way. All right. So if you feel like you need to build strength and work on the knee down version, then you can just stop the video here, come back within a few weeks and start to work on the knees lifted video, or working on it with the knees lifted. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your knees, come into full plank. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then shift forward, thighs lifting, back body long, navel drawing in. Shift your weight forward about 2 or so inches past your fingertips. Lower halfway down. Keep your shoulders elbow level or higher, and then press back up. Okay, that's all right. And then downward facing dog. So Jen is someone who I would recommend keeping on the knees for the first couple of weeks, maybe even months, and then she could work to keep the knees lifted. But she did that really well. Thank you, Jen. All right, so downward facing dog. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. All right. So a lot of times in down dog, what we tend to see is a big curve in the back. Can you exaggerate that for me, Jen? There we go. All right, it looks really pretty and it feels kind of nice to press and stretch into your back that way, but what happens is the core muscles completely disengage and we put a lot of stress and weight on the shoulders. So I'm going to tell Jen to draw her belly button in again, and then think about lifting the back ribs up a little bit so you find a long line along the spine. And Jen's going to start to reach her heels towards the floor. The heels might not touch. For most of us, they won't, but it's just an action of reaching. So the backs of the legs are lengthening, the fronts of the legs are engaged. Now, if Jen had tight hamstrings, I would ask her to bend her knees, lift the heels a little bit, and then let the focus be on lengthening the spine and pressing into the hands. With the hands, you want to press primarily into the inner edges, base of the pointer finger knuckle and the base of the thumb, clawing with the fingertips, so evening out the weight of the hands between the inner and outer edges. And she's going to push so much into her hands that her shoulders, her outer shoulders, lift and lengthen a little bit. Sides of the waist get long. That looks really nice. Let your head and neck relax. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Good. And then go ahead and release your knees down. Child's pose. Thank you.